I initially got involved in this effort by being involved in a local community organizing group called Empower Hampton Roads. And we were formed about 7 years ago. And through a democratic process, we had a town hall meeting and lifted up many of the issues that were important to our members. And our members were representatives from 30 different churches from our area who came together to use their voice to lift up issues that were important to us. So of the many issues that we discerned, we decided that housing was the primary issue we wanted to focus on, because we knew that in our area it was very difficult for people to find affordable housing. So once we made that decision, we also made a decision on which of the 7 cities in our area to focus on first. And the city that we decided to focus on was the city of Virginia Beach, for these reasons. One was the reason that it was the largest city in our area, but it was also the city that had the least affordable housing available within the boundaries of the city of Virginia Beach. So we decided to focus on that and to work towards trying to make changes within the comprehensive plan of our city and its zoning requirements.
We've lost quite a few of what we consider the lowest level of affordable housing. And that's been going on for years. And Cornerstone, which is kind of what empowered the big EHR, Empower Hampton Roads, to stand up and use, Virginia Beach, bring the issue to a head. We've now got another community that's happening to for these 140 families in Chesapeake and Virginia Beach. So with the help of Virginia Organizing Project, the neighborhood has come to us to help them. We now have had 2 continuances where they've put off the decision while we bring folks to the table to hopefully mediate a better transition so that families are not going to fall into homelessness.
Besides Empower Hampton Roads, which was the community organizing group that I was first a part of in terms of advocating for this, it was sometime after that, within a year or two, that we recognized the importance of bringing the power makers, the power brokers together, to include city council members, along with the developers and the builders and the mortgage people, to bring them to the same table with the advocates so that we could begin to have a strong dialogue between us and amongst us in terms of what our common concerns were. And so that started a little over 3 years ago, and along with the push from the community organizing group and the many churches and the community people being involved, we then formed this table to also be out there in terms of taking a position on workforce housing. And as it turned out, we were able to come to a compromise and also to endorse this new workforce housing zoning change and policy and program with the endorsement of all of those people at the table. So it's been a long process and a very worthwhile one, but we feel like we have at least been able to accomplish that.
We've also created what's called Beach, bringing an end to homelessness for our whole city in Virginia Beach, bringing an end to all homelessness. And those folks have decided to join in as advocates on the issue and help us as we try to develop maybe even a policy zoning overlay that in the 12 or 13 trailer parks that are left and are in very vulnerable positions, we can then have a zoning policy that will make transition done responsibly with certain expectations before people just get their homes demolished with no say-so and no power and no place to go.
What we do need to do is put our effort into helping to bring developers and bankers and people sincerely interested in these kinds of developments and bring them to the table and help to be a catalyst for them to put a proposal on the table.
We've been really excited about the public awareness piece of what we've been doing as we try to get all the stakeholders to the table. As Tim indicated, the round table started with just bringing folks to the table and the public awareness around the issues of creative density as well as what safe, affordable communities ought to look like.